I'm such a great believer that I'm launching an accelerator for people like us that are entrepreneurs, but not necessarily techies.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
Tell us a little bit about how really important it is to have an accelerator, an incubator, somebody that help you to create that empowerment context, not only in terms of finance, but in terms of health, because as you already talked in this interview several times about the mental health of the CEOs, of the entrepreneur, of the team. Okay, so tell us a little bit more. What are the benefits? I'm a great believer of incubators and accelerators because of that. I've been that entrepreneur with no help, with no incubator, with no accelerator, with nothing, and it have. I know that I could grow 100 times faster with the help of an incubator and accelerator, with the right incubator and accelerator. Let's say that, yeah. But also, my mental health completely will be in different state of mind because I will learn faster how to become a leader, X, Y, and Z. So tell us your view on this. What is your opinion? How important are accelerators?
Well, first of all, it's only fair as we began. I'm such a great believer that I'm launching an accelerator for people like us that are entrepreneurs, but not necessarily techies that have all of the platforms in order to help them really scale and grow quickly. But what I also learned from writing the book, which was what got me to even launch the accelerator, when I began the book writing journey not very long ago, I joined a team at the Creators Institute in Georgetown University that, as a semester, a term for 14 weeks, we went through an acceleration process in order to write the book. Now, they do not call it an
Wow,
acceleration. They do not call it an acceleration process, but
but this is
eventually,
what it is.
because I saw the curriculum and I am a university professor and an entrepreneur, and I mentor in the most inspiring accelerators in the world. I was like, this program, I've seen this before. It's the ideation and then incubation, and then we grow, create our manuscript, our minimal viable product.
Hmm.
And what I learned is that that kind of togetherness, for some people, it was a first. We were tens of people, and my accelerator now is digital. So we were tens of people that on one hand, every day we had something we needed to do, or that was a week. But here with the accelerator I launched, there's a day-to-day task or something to think about and journal it and put it in a place that I can see it and my team can revive and review it so that we can help everyone personally, but also stay on the same path. And so there's no more aloneness. There's more like being or maybe I should have began my response with saying that being a CEO is or being an entrepreneur, not even a CEO. Everyone calls themselves a CEO, but eventually, hey, it's it's a 3 people startup to put right. But what does happen? But it's like what happened is that working together creates a motivation, and it shows you, first of all, that you're on the same boat with many other like-minded people that are hungry for success, that are alone. And it is extremely lonely. My partner Jonathan and I re-met after 12 years when
Wow.
I subletted office space in our startup for his startup. And my ideal was that, eventually I saw that I was extremely alone, and he was he was one of the people I could talk to that could really identify with my
Understand.
situation
Hmm.
about funding, about launch, about, anything. So that is the importance of an accelerator, and that is to be with like-minded people that are going through the same, pardon my French, SHIT, and that they are the ones who that, for them, this is a make or break, just like for you. And that is what an accelerator really does. And it brings you the best of frameworks, ideas, tools, and mentors so that you're not alone. You don't need to figure out what step to take at every step of the way.
Mm.
So it's like being parented in a way, but in the good way.
And then look, the something that happened to me. I'm coming from the traditional business world. I have property business. I have an English school. I have restaurant, different industries. Some of them successful, some of them failed badly. However, but then I have invested in tech companies, and I head them, and I advise some companies, and then. But this is what they were when I started to work with these companies. This is what all the tech entrepreneurs were telling me. Harry, you don't understand. Tech is different. Tech is different than other business. But the more I learn about tech and the more I see tech, I just realize that it's same like other business. I think that it's a huge misconception. I think that maybe because tech companies they value more that the other traditional business might be, but this is my opinion, might be a misconception that okay, tech business runs in a different rules than traditional business. But what I learned so far is the more than I see tech, you see the rules apply the same. If you're not making profit, um, it's gonna be difficult to find someone to finance to give you to raise money. The venture capitalists they need to understand that you know what you're doing and what to sell your products. I hear a lot in the fundings that the VC or the angel investor they're telling to the founders, come and see me again in your next idea. So basically, and then looking at me and say, Harry, what this guy is telling me? I need the money now for this. I'm telling them what he's telling you is that you're not an entrepreneur yet. You're not yet an entrepreneur. You don't
You are an
understand
entrepreneur, but
you're
you're
an
not going to
entrepreneur, but not mature
make
enough,
money.
not mature enough uh, for him. Or you don't have the skills required for him to give you the money. I don't know how to explain you guys. That's why they're very polite. They say, "Come to see me in the next idea." This is how they want. But also, really, even in the could be in the traditional business, could be the tech business. We have, especially because tech entrepreneurs, they have software developers and so on. Most of them, but anyway, they just have the product, yeah, and then the first step they do is try to look for funding to develop to put more than in MVP that is not an MVP anymore. Everybody missing the word M, and this become a huge elephant. And the whole point is focus in that product, and everybody is thinking with this mentality that okay, if the product is good, it will sell by itself. And this could be in the traditional business, could be in the tech business, and in my opinion, is a recipe for failure. So, what is your view? How different for real are tech accelerators to non-tech accelerator? How real is that difference? Or there is no difference whatsoever. However, we all understand that tech companies they get value more because this is in the same way. I don't know that restaurant is 3 times or 5 times revenue. That much you can say that business. Well, happen that tech could be 10, 12, 15, sometimes multiples of 20, depending on the IP or the whatever. So tell us, there is any difference or the principles of accelerator apply to all businesses?
Well, it's a great question. And I think most people still believe that there is a very big difference between tech startups and small businesses and entrepreneurs. However, if you think about it and if you look statistically, most startups start just like a small business. They start with a small team, no funding, an idea, no customers, and not understanding the market fit and what will it really take to grow.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.